Good morning, students. Welcome to today's information technology class. So, as you remember, we are studying about Unit 2. The name of the unit is Data Entry and Keyboarding Skills. Data entry and keyboarding skills. And in the information technology, if you want to bring up your career, definitely you should know about information technology and how to effectively work on a computer. And the very first thing is you should know the operating skills of your keyboard. You should know the fast typing. Then only you can accommodate in any place. Got it? That is what we are studying in this chapter. That is keyboarding skills we are talking about. So in this chapter, we studied about the types of keys. First, we started with types of keys, then numeric keypad, how to use the numeric keypad we have seen. Okay. Then what else we studied? We studied about the one of the pointing devices called mouse. Okay, so what is a typical mouse? How does it looks like? Then how many buttons are there? And especially we studied about mouse operations. So like a click and drag, double click, right click, blocking. So many operations we have studied about mouse. Then we studied about typing ergonomics. So what is meant by typing ergonomics? To make your typing effective and efficiently, you have to follow some ergonomics. If you follow, definitely you can achieve a fast typing. You can become a touch typist. That is called typing ergonomy. In this, we have studied the key allocation in the keyboard. Okay, the alphabets in the keyboard are allocated in 3 rows. So, do you remember how many rows are there? 3 rows. The first row, do you remember what are the keys are there in the first row? It's a QWERTY keyboard, right? So because of the letters QWERTY in the first row, Q, W, E, R, T, Y, QWERTY, U, I, O, P. These are the alphabets in the first row. And what about the second row? In second row, we have A, S, D, F, G, H, J, L, K, semicolon. Okay, I'm sorry, it is L first and then K, semicolon. These are in the middle row. Okay, then what is in the bottom row? Bottom row, the keys are X, sorry, first is Z, X, C, B, B. Let me write Z, X, C, B, B. And if you take it from the right side, the 5 keys are question mark, dot, comma. Then who remembers the keys? M, N. These are the keys in the bottom row. Is it clear? That's good. Now, can you tell me what is the other name for this bottom row? We call it as third row. Okay. And what about the second row? So this is called bottom row or third row. Okay, and what about this one? This one is called middle row or home row. We can call it as home row. So what are all the home keys? The home keys always you should keep it in mind. A, S, D, F, 4 fingers. Then here semicolon L, K, J. So these are the base keys. Okay. So which keys has a tangible lines? Okay. Yes. F and H. They have a tangible lines to identify whether our fingers are holding in the right keys. Okay. So this is called home row or middle row. Okay, then here, what is this one? As you know, it is in the top, so we call it as a top row. We call it as upper row. Okay, we call it as upper row, or what is the other name we call it as? First row. So these are the 3 rows and keys. You have to keep it in mind if you would like to definitely learn the keyboarding skills. Okay. All right. So this is what we have seen. So for each row, how to place the fingers. Okay. Little finger, ring finger. Okay. Then middle finger, index finger. How to hold all the fingers we have seen in the through the lesson. Okay. And also we studied the sitting posture. How to sit in front of the system. Okay. How does your back should be? How does your knees should be? How does your wrist should be? How does your elbow should be? Everything be covered. So whenever you sit in front of the system, follow the same. If you follow the ergonomics, then only you can just to do the efficient typing with the help of keyboard. Got it? That's good. Today we are going to study about how to type, how to practice typing with the help of one typing software called Rapid Typing Tutor, which is called Rapid Typing Tutor. Let me write the name here. This is what we are going to study. I'm going to teach you how to use this software. First, how to download it and how to save it in your system. Then, how to use it for practicing typing. Okay. So let's go back to let's get back to practical session of Rapid Typing Tutor. Those who have a computer in your home, please download the same tutor and practice what I'm teaching. Okay. Well, students, let's move on to practical session. Welcome back to the class, dear students. So we are talking about Rapid Typing Tutor, right? So this is a type of software. Okay, it's a free and open source software. You can see here, free and open source. That means this software, it's available for free of cost. Okay, you can download it from any browser. And if you want to make any changes to the software, you can make changes, and again you can distribute it for free of cost. So that is called free and open source, FOSS. Okay, and this is one of the best softwares to learn the typing skills. There are many softwares are there, but we are going to study about Rapid Typing Tutor. Okay, so touch typing technique. So can you please tell me what is meant by touch typist? Who is called as touch typist? Yes, we have already seen that a person who is able to type without looking at the keyboard, okay, is called touch typist. So his eyes never goes to keys on the keyboard. He will look at the monitor and see what he is typing, the words and phrases what he is typing. He will look at only that. So that kind of practice he would be having. That person, it's called touch typist. Okay. So to become a touch typist, what are the techniques we have to follow? Okay. So this is a software. In this software, 3 stages are there. Okay. First stage, second stage, and third stage. If you take the first stage, which gives you practice on hands-on practice on learning the 3 rows of keys, starting from the base row. Okay, that home keys. So what are the home keys? A, S, D, F, semicolon, L, K, J. So first practicing from the baseline, then from the to the lower, that is bottom row, then to the upper row. 3 rows we have a different lessons to practice, and after practicing the 3 rows, we can practice the number pad, numeric number pad, to effectively type the numbers in a very speedy manner. Okay. Then what is the next method? Not the next method. And then in this stage itself, the third thing is how to use the special characters and uppercase letters. So how do we use the special characters and uppercase letters? So while you are typing some text, some paragraph, in between, if you want to do a capital letter, or if you want to use any special characters, which key we hold on? Shift key, and then particular that letter or the key or the special character. Okay. So all these practices comes under stage 1. Okay. Then stage 2. Stage 2, this one involves memorizing frequently used syllables and typing words containing those syllables. That is stage 2. Then stage 3 is with the help of hands-on practice of stage 1 and stage 2, you are going to type the actual text to perfect the skill what you acquired. That is called stage 3. So these are the 3 stages in rapid typing tutor. Clear? Now you should know what are the rules you should follow. Okay, touch typing rules you should follow. So the rules are very simple. You have a 2 rules with this keys. Okay, then number pad another rule. Okay, so total 4 rules are there. So let's see what is the first rule. The first rule, see, always you should keep the fingers on the base keys. That means home keys you have to keep it. In home keys, 2 letters has a protrusion. That means tangible lines. Okay, so which are the 2 letters? This F and this K has a tangible lines. Why is it so? To make sure that our fingers are in the right place. Okay, so to locate the fingers in the right place, we have a protrusion on 2 keys, left side F, right side J. Okay, then every time you press, you move your fingers up or down. After the keystroke, you have to get back to the right home keys itself. Okay, you have to bring it back to the home keys itself. That is the first rule. This is the first rule. Okay, the second rule. The second rule, which is nothing but you can see the keys are in different colors, right? So what color it represents? Okay, so say for example, what they have given here, it's left index finger, which denotes the red color, but it looks like an orange color, right? So the coloring also we can change it. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, so that is what, with the help of colors you can just identify the keys. And right index, it's a green color, and so on. Different colors they have given. Okay, then middle finger, it's a blue color. So that is what here it represents. Using the colors, we can easily identify the fingers which we have to use. Okay, then if you take a number pad, numeric pad, okay, so which is the base key, which is a guide key. Yes, number 5 is the guide key. Okay, so while you press the number 5, which finger you have to use? Actually, you have to use a middle finger. Okay, yesterday in the class I was telling index finger, that was wrong. Okay, actually you have to use the middle finger. And number 4, it is index finger, middle finger, 6 ring finger. Okay, so keep it in mind. All right, so that is the right order of keys and which finger we have to use. So that is the third rule. Then what is the fourth rule? Fourth rule is, if you want to do a capital letter, or if you want to access any of the special characters, then how to use it? You have to hold down the shift key and then press the particular key. You will get it. Got it? So these are the 4 rules you should follow. Clear? So what are the 4 rules you should follow? The first one, you have to keep your fingers in the base keys. Okay, so which has a two keys has a tangible lines, which are F and J, to make you understand your fingers are in the right keys. Then whenever you move to the upper row or to the bottom row, again you have to bring your keys on the home keys itself, base keys itself. That is the first rule. Okay, then what is the second rule? The color codings. Okay, so for example, the red color says left index, green says right index. Okay, then middle finger, it's blue color. Okay, then yellow color, it's a little finger. Okay, likewise they are just denoting the colors. It is but actually it doesn't exactly matches everywhere. Okay, that is what I'm not pointing out clearly. So then next one, what is the next rule? Next rule, it's with the number pad. So this is a number pad. Okay, so which is a base key in the number pad, number 5, which has a tangible line to identify. So for number 5, middle finger you have to use, number 4 left index, number 6 ring finger. A ring finger we have to use it. Okay, then what is the fourth rule? Shift key, where we have to use the shift key. If you want to go with a capital letter, or if you want to use any special characters, hold down the shift key, then press that particular key. You will get the exact key. So these are the rules you should follow while you do a rapid typing. Okay, so when you follow the rules, you will be able to type very quickly and very soon. Okay, so now let me show you how to download this rapid typing tutor. Okay, so all of you take a browser. If you have a computer, take a browser. Okay, so here you can just type rapid typing tutor, rapid type, it's already coming, rapid typing tutor software. When you press enter, you will get the very first one, download typing tutor. Click here. So you got the next page. Here in the next page, scroll down, and here two downloads are there for setup for Windows. Windows 64-bit and 32-bit. So my system is 64-bit. So I'm going to click over here. And if your system is 32-bit, you have to click on this download. Okay. So do you know how to check whether your system is 32-bit or 64-bit? Yes? No? Okay, no problem. If you don't know how to check it, go to control panel. Okay. Control panel. See, I'm going to control panel in my system. So when you go to control panel, you can see many options over here. System and security, double click on it. And here, system. Click on the system. When you click on the system, you can see the detail here. System type, 64-bit operating system, x64 based processor. Do you see here? So my system is 64-bit. Similarly, you check your system. Okay, it should be either 32 or 64. Once after you check, click on the particular one. So you can see it is getting downloaded. Yes, it is downloaded now. Let me open here. Let me open to see the location. It's already opened, I think. Yes, it's asking one question. Do you want to allow this app from an unknown publisher to make changes to your device? Click on yes button. Okay, nothing will happen. So just click on yes button. Now this particular program is installed in your computer. It is processing. Please wait. Okay, so already installed. Okay, actually I already installed. Reinstall components. Okay, I'm giving reinstall. So just click on run rapid typing, click on finish button. So rapid typing tutor, it's installed in my system now. Okay, so let me, yes, this is the one. Let me close here. Okay, so how to open? So it is actually stored in C drive. Okay, so you have to check the location where it is stored. For me, it is stored in C drive, and also you can see the shortcut over here. Okay, so rapid typing tutor, do you see rapid typing? Otherwise, no problem. In the search box, you please type rapid. So you can see rapid typing file. Click here, the app will open. Okay, so the app is open. So this is a rapid typing tutor. This is called rapid typing tutor. Okay, so you have to learn how to work on this. You should know each and every part of this window. Then only you would be able to do it. And you can see the keyboard over here. See, whatever key you press, you can see that particular key, it's getting pop up. See, do you see? Not only look at here, look at the keys here. Okay, first we will go to the lesson and then we will see. Okay, so this is a rapid typing tutor. We have studied the rules. Okay, let us familiarize, all of you listen. Let us familiarize with the typing tutor interface. The window is composed of the following controls. Taskbar allows to set or change some basic options to start a lesson. That is keyboard layout, label, lessons and background. Okay, so that is called taskbar. With the help of taskbar, you can change the keyboard layout, labels, lessons and background. Okay, then what is next? 3 horizontal buttons. In the top right corner, you have 3 horizontal buttons. So this is, they are talking about horizontal buttons. Okay, so 3 horizontal buttons in the top right corner gives the options like about, help and everything. Can display the corresponding dialogues. So if you click here, you will get options about help, about help, options and everything. 3 vertical buttons. Okay, 3 vertical buttons in the top left corner. Do you see vertical lines are here? Left corner, lesson statistics and lesson editor are used for switching between current lesson, user statistics and lesson editor. So let me show here. So here you can see this is a current lesson, this is a statistics, this is lesson editor. That is what they have said. Okay. So in the top left corner, lesson, statistics and lesson editor are used for switching between current lesson. You can see the statistics of your typing and you can go to lesson editor. Okay. So these are the 3 buttons. Okay. So here you have seen 3 buttons. Here 2 is there. Another one, it's like a pen, which is called lesson editor. Got it? Okay, next is a text panel. So this is called a text panel. So here only we are typing, right? So is the area where the text to be typed is displayed. You can easily edit in the lesson editor if necessary. Then lesson control panel includes several controls to pause, resume the current lesson, enable, disable sounds and adjust volume and everything. Okay, so that is called lesson control panel. This is the one, lesson control panel. Okay, then keyboard. This is the keyboard. Keyboard is the virtual keyboard that will help you to learn touch typing with all 10 fingers. You can customize its appearance in the lesson section. If you want, you can configure that and customize that. So begin lessons. To start your first lesson in typing tutor, select the keyboard layout, level and lesson category. You have to select the layout, level and lesson category. So you can see the categories. Okay. Choose the layout, that is the language of keyboard. It is EN for English. Okay. On the picture above. Then select a level. Okay. Select a level. 3 levels are available. That is for beginners. We are seeing for beginners introduction. So 3 levels are here, but we are seeing only beginner over here. Okay. Then specify lesson category depend on the level chosen and available categories may vary. Finally, choose the lesson that you would like to study. When everything is ready, press any key and put your fingers in the initial position shown on the keyboard and start typing the text. Okay. So shall we start doing it? Okay. Here. Okay. So here what I'm going to do is, so it is a keyboard. It's the same keyboard I'm using. So it's a select your standard keyboard. I'm going to use both hands. Okay. Scheme 1. We are using scheme 1. 5 colors. You can choose the color as you like. Okay. As I said, you can choose the color as you like. This is the color I have selected. So numeric pad, everything is there. Let me click on OK. And so here we are going to start with the beginners. Okay. And which lesson we are going to choose? Basic lesson 1. I'm going to choose it. Okay. So this is a lesson 1. Now keep your fingers on your keyboard. Okay. Whatever keys you press, the same key will be pressed on the virtual keyboard which you see on this rapid typing tutor. Okay. So let me keep my fingers. So what does it say is the first letter? Look at the screen. What is the first letter in the box? F. You press F. Okay. You press F. Then again F. J. J. Leave a space. F. F. J. J. Leave a space. F. F. J. J. Space. J. I paid wrong. J. F. F. Space. J. J. F. F. Space. J. J. F. F. Space. D. D. F. F. Space. D. D. F. F. Space. D. D. F. F. Space. J. J. K. K. Space. J. J. K. K. Space. J. J. K. K. Space. F. F. K. K. Space. F. F. K. K. Space. F. F. K. K. Space. J. J. D. D. Space. J. J. D. D. Space. J. J. D. D. Space. F. F. D. D. Space. F. F. D. D. Space. F. F. D. D. Space. K. K. J. J. Space. K. 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 J. J. Space. K. K. J. J. Space. D. D. K. K. Space. D. D. K. K. Space. D. D. K. K. Space. K. K. D. D. Space. K. K. D. D. Space. K. K. D. D. Okay. Once after you type, what do you see here? You see the overall rating for your typing. You see overall typing rating for your typing. Okay, see, I have typed very fastly because I know the keys. I have a practice on it. But when you do it, you may make mistakes. Definitely you will make mistake, but don't worry about it. Keep practice, and you can see different colors of bars are here. Okay, green color, yellow color, red color, orange color, different colors are here. So I'll let you know what they represent. Okay, all right. So if you see red color, orange color, red color, it says could be better. If you say this orange, then it means you're okay, and if you see yellow, you're good. If you see green, that means you're excellent in typing. So you can see here, go to the next lesson or try again. Detailed statistics. If you click on a detailed statistics, you can see the bar graph of your typing. Okay, then what are the keys? I made a mistakes. So I made a mistake twice, here once J and then K, here once I made a mistake. So two mistakes. See, here we are starting with the base keys. Only from the base keys the letters are given alternatively. We have to keep it in mind which key, which letter, okay, which keystroke I have to press. That should be in your mind. When you keep practice, automatically you will be able to do it. Okay, so this is a error overview, this is a statistics, and this is the next step. So, and you can see that speed 121 characters per minute. Okay, so 1 minute, how many characters I'm writing, how many letters I'm typing, which is 131. So you can see the formula over here. When I keep the cursor, you can see the formula. Did you see the formula? Yes. Now see, CPM is equal to characters without errors plus characters with errors / time spent in minutes. So in that way, they are just calculating characters per minutes. Then words. Accuracy means accuracy is equal to 100% minus words with error. Okay, minus words with error divided by words with error into 100% divided by total number of words. So everything has a formula. You have to follow the formula and you have to study the formula which is given in your text itself. Is it clear, students? Okay. So bottom, do you see go on button? Click here. Now you have come to the next test. That is also only with the base keys. Only with the base keys it comes. So this is the one we will try, and then we will go to the lesson. Okay. So you have to do all these things. SSLL space SSLL space SSLL space. See, LLSS space LLSS space LLSS space AASS space AASS space AASS space LL semicolon semicolon LL semicolon semicolon space LL semicolon semicolon space SS semicolon semicolon SS semicolon semicolon space SS semicolon semicolon LLAA space LLAA LLAA space SS AA space SS AA space SSAA space semicolon semicolon LL space semicolon semicolon LL space semicolon semicolon LL space AA semicolon semicolon then space A. So again mistake, A semicolon space AA semicolon 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 AA semicolon semicolon AA. Immediately you will get a rapid testing result. So again, so this time I have made a mistake in many letters. Okay, so from the beginning I have made many letters. You can see that in the red color letters. Okay, so also have you noticed that while I'm typing here, you can see yellow color line and also another green color line. See, let me do SS. I'm not going to do it completely. Do you see one yellow color line and green color line, or keep moving? So what happens? What do you see? What did you understand? Okay, so left thumb for space bar, LLSS, AASS, space AASS. Do you see? So these are the two bars which are moving, right? Green and yellow. Now we can see only green. Okay. So let's see what it is. Okay. So this is the way you have to type. Okay. So we are in lesson 2 now. We started with lesson 1, that was over. Now we are continuing with the lesson 2. Automatically when you get the result, when you click on go on button, which goes to the next lesson. Next lesson. Is it clear for everyone? So this is the way we have to practice typing tutor in typing tutor. Okay. So introduction, if you go to introduction also has a different lessons. You can try one by one. Then with the shift keys, then digital keys, then numeric keypad also lessons are there. Okay. So here when you select a numeric keypad, the fingers goes like this. Okay. So you have to use the right hand to use the numeric keypad. So each and every lesson please try out. Okay. Well, let's get back to the lesson. Okay, so did you understand? This is the way we have gone basics lesson 1 and we are in lesson 2 now. So whatever we have done, that is same thing, it's explained over here in this chapter. Once after typing, you can see that result. Okay, interpreter gives you the typing result. You can see different lines with green, yellow, orange and red color. Let's see what they are mean by. So green letters denotes the right inputs. So at the first attempt itself, if you have written correctly, then you can see green color. Okay. So let me take the tutor. See, first I'm just to type. Oh, sorry. See, it's a red color. Actually, red color. What is red color? Letter denotes wrong inputs with the acceptable time frame. With the acceptable time frame, I have given a wrong input. See, red color means the letter you have given a wrong input with the acceptable time frame. That means red color. Okay. So again, I'm going to type number 2. Okay. So number 1. Okay, it's over. Then I type number 2. Now do you see what is the color of number 2? It's green color. So what is it says? Green letters denote right inputs at the right time interval. Okay. Then number 3. Number 3, I'm waiting for a long time. Okay. Then okay, I'm just waiting for orange color. Okay, orange color indicates wrong inputs with that also exceed the acceptable time frame. Within that time frame, I did not type. Okay, and after the time frame, I have written, but I have also given the wrong input. Okay, that is called orange color. So the 4 different colors you should understand. So green color means right input at the right time frame. Red color means correct input but after the acceptable time frame. Okay. Then orange input means you have given a wrong input. Okay. You have typed the number wrongly after the accepted time frame. Acceptable time frame. Yellow means after the time frame you have given the right input. Okay. So that is what it is given here. Alright, so and already we have seen about error window. So the error window which shows the you can see in the error window you can see the detailed statistics of the current lesson. Okay, so let me take the editor. So here we are in the lesson, right? So when we go to the lesson, after completing this particular numbers, when we get a statistics, you will get a detailed statistics of whatever the errors we have made. Okay, so I have already shown that. Then view and analysis statistics. Next one, it's view and analysis statistics. To view the results of the lesson that you have already completed, open the statistics section and choose the button in the top left corner of the main window. The statistics screen will open as shown. So let me take this one here, which is the statistics window. So this is called statistics window. Okay, so here you can see words per minute. If you click here, you can see character per minute graph. You can see, you can just take keystrokes per minute graph, everything you can see. If you want to use a shortcut key, Control 1 for words per minute, sorry, wrongly I pressed. Control 2, okay, and control 3. You can see the different types with the control keys also. Clear? The statistics you can see from the statistics option from the top left corner of the window. Okay, so this is called analyzing the statistics. So this is what we have seen. Okay, overall rating, here words per minute. If you click here, you can just say character per minute, keystroke per minute, everything you can see. And otherwise you can use the shortcut keys like control +1 or 2 or 3 to check, get the details through keyboard. Okay, so this is all about the errors and statistics we can do it in the system. So is it clear? So this is what we see, and for the detailed statistics we click on this detailed statistics tab, error overview, everything we can see from this page itself. Okay, so we have seen how to type, okay, with the letters, and we can use a shift keys we can use, and also digits and numeric pad, number pad also we can use how to type numbers, and everything you can practice from the rapid typing tutor. Okay, now calculating the typing speed. Okay, so we have to calculate what is the typing speed or accuracy you have. Okay, the speed, it's measured with the different accuracies. Okay, so that is how many words I typed in a particular time, or how many characters, I mean letters I typed in a particular time period, or how many keystrokes I pressed in a particular time period. Okay, also there are simple speed, net speed, there are different types of speeds are there. So here you can see the formula for each and everything. So the types of speeds, you have to study it clearly, students. So WPM, words per minute, net WPM, okay, net WPM, it's words per minute without words with errors. Without words with errors, number of words typed in 1 minute period of time. Then CPM, character per minute, the number of characters typed in 1 minute period time. Net CPM means CPM without characters with errors. Without characters with errors. So what are the error characters are they? Though they won't be displayed here. That is called net. That will be eliminated. KPM, keystrokes per minute. Keystrokes per minute. Net KPM. So without keystrokes which has errors. So that is a description and formula how to calculate. WPM is equal to words without errors plus words with errors divided by time spent in time. Okay, so how many words you have written? 10 words. How many words you have written with errors? 2 words. Okay, 10 plus 2, 12 divided by time spent in minutes. How many minutes you spent it? So to type 10 words I have taken 3 minutes. Okay, so 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So in 1 minute you have written 4 words. Clear? So likewise everything has a calculation. Students, you have to study all these formulas. You have to study all these formulas. This is a typing speed types. These are all typing speed types. Clear? Okay. The next one, typing accuracy. So accurate means speed, it's different, accuracy it's different. Speed means within a second how many letters or characters you are typing. Are you typing without any mistake? Are you typing accurately? That is called accuracy. Okay, it's called, it is defined as a percentage of correct entries out of the total entries typed. You may type 100 words per minute, but how many words are without mistake? That is called accuracy. That is called accuracy. So the following table lists the different formulas for typing accuracy calculation. Accuracy in words percent, accuracy in character, accuracy in keystroke. Everything here, first one it's with the words, then single characters, then with the keystrokes. How many times we pressed? Okay. So accuracy is equal to 100% minus words with errors into 100% divided by total number of words. See students, please study the formulas. Okay. Then typing rhythm. Okay. Sometimes it's convenient to evaluate the typing accuracy in the errors, percentage errors. So you can see the typing rhythms. So typing errors in the words percentage, in the characters percentage and in the keystroke percentage. Okay, so error percentage means is equal to words with errors into 100% divided by total number of words. So similarly for character and keystroke, they have given the formulas. You have to study the same. Clear? That's good, students. And you know that there is a world record for typing. Okay, there is a person who can type a maximum of 212 words per minute. He achieved the world record in 2005. If you practice, you can break that world record and you can come to the top of the place. Okay, so who is that person? Let's see. Okay, so here also another slowdown in the words. Okay, here this table shows the different formula for slowdown calculation, then overall rating calculation. Okay, good typing speed. Okay, so good typing speed, as I said, the person, it's Barbara Blackburn, was the fastest alphanumeric English language typist in the world. He has taken place in Guinness records. Okay, she maintained 150 words per minute for 50 minutes. 150 words, okay, per minute for 50 minutes. So just think about it, how much she might have written. And 170 words per minute for shorter periods. Her top speed was 212 words per minute. This much she can type within a minute. So if you want to break this one, you can also participate in this. Practice first, then participate in the Guinness Book World Record. You can break Barbara's record. Got it? Well, students, this is all about the chapter. So today what we studied is using rapid typing tutor, how to type, how to practice typing. Okay, so first thing, you have to download the tutor and you should know the components of the window, what are there and how to use it. You have to select the lesson. Okay, beginners or level you have to choose, then lesson, everything you have to choose, and you have to start typing. Starting from the baseline you have to start. So many lessons are there. Okay, so you have to continue with, and 4 ways of typing. One, it's with the keys. Okay, base key, upper row, bottom row. With the 3 rows typing is the first thing. Second one, with the number pad. Okay, numeric number pad practice. Third one, shift key, using the shift key. Okay, so while typing, when you get the result, 3 things you have to keep it in mind. How many words per minute you have written, how many characters per minute you have typed, and how many keystrokes per minute. These 3 things you have to keep it in mind. Okay, and also study the formula for everything. Okay, words per minute, net WPM. Okay, then character per minute, CPM, net CPM, then keystroke per minute, KPM, then net KPM means without the error strokes. Net, if you get a word net, that means the characters or words or strokes will be eliminated which are wrong, with errors will be eliminated. Without that, it's called net. So we say net salary, right? So net salary means after deduction what we are getting, that is the salary, it's called net salary. Clear? So this is all about this chapter, very simple chapter. Okay, so here you have to study the formulas. Formulas are very important. I keep repeating again, please study the formulas. All has the same type of things comes here, so keep it in mind and study clearly. Got it, students? That's all for this chapter. I'll send you notes for unit 1 as well as unit 2. Copy it in your information technology notebook. Thank you, students. Have a great day.